everyone, it's Mrs. Young again, and today I'm coming to you with another story. And today's story is very special because I want to dedicate it to my mom. My mom had a birthday over the weekend, and my mom lives very far away, so unfortunately I wasn't able to see her during her birthday, and I'm definitely missing her. And I know that during this time, since we're all having to stay inside, you're probably missing somebody as well. Maybe it's a grandparent or your friends at school or another relative. But this time can be very confusing for some of us because we want to see people, but we can't. And it's tough having to stay away from the people that we love. And that's why I want to read this story. It's called The Kissing Hand. And it's a great story because it helps remind us that even though we might be far away from the people that we love, we still hold them close to us, no matter what. And that's why I want to read today's story. So Mom, this one is for you. The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. The Kissing Hand. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Oh, look how upset he is. So he is having the exact opposite dilemma that we are having right now. Dilemma. What do you think that word means? A dilemma is a problem that you are having. So our problem that we are experiencing right now is we have to stay inside and we're not allowed to go out. Chester's dilemma is that he wants to stay home, but he's having to go to school. Have you ever not wanted to go to school before? Was there ever a time that maybe you wanted to stay home, but you had to go anyway? I think we've all felt like that before. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first, but you will love school once you start." You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." So she said his nights at school. Do we go to school at night? No. But why do you think Chester the raccoon would go to school at night? Why do you think that is? Well, he's a raccoon, and raccoons stay up at night. There's a word for that. Do you know what the word is for animals who stay up at night but sleep during the day? It's nocturnal. Can you say nocturnal? Very good. Very good. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the Kissing Hand." "The Kissing Hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up to his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. So she opened up his hand and gave him a kiss right in the middle of his palm. "This is your palm." And she gave him a kiss, and it sent all the way to his body to where he could feel his mother's love. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. So Chester has asked for his mother's hand. Let's make a prediction. What do you think Chester is going to do to his mother's hand? Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. So now Chester is doing what his mother did to him. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her. And with a gentle "goodbye" and "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. So now he's going off to school. Chester's school looks a little bit different than our school does, doesn't it? Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it rang. "Chester loves you." The end. I love you. And this is the symbol of sign language for I love you. And you take your hands and you put it like this. Can you do that? Yeah, it's a very easy way to let someone know that you love them. And I want to challenge you today to let someone at your house know how much you love them. Give them a hug and give them a kiss and let them know how much you mean to them. And if there is someone that you do love who you can't see right now, that's okay. They know that you love them. And you can let them know that you love them by doing all kinds of special things. You can give them a call, you can draw them a picture, you can do all kinds of things. And I know that my mom knows that I love her even though I can't be with her right now. So I hope that you enjoyed this story. I enjoyed reading it to you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.